Good morning. I think batch B is missing this liver function test. Uh, so I thought of repeating this, especially for batch A, forensic science and other few batches. So it is a part of clinical biochemistry. So you have seen renal function test, mainly creatinine clearance. So same like there is one more organ function, that is the major organ, vital organ, that is liver. As you know, okay, where liver is located, so liver is located upper right hand portion of the abdominal cavity, beneath the diaphragm, on the top of the stomach, right kidney and intestine. It is the largest organ, vital organ. What are the vital organ? Kidney, brain, lung, heart, liver, vital organs. So liver is one of the largest vital organ in the body. It weighing in kgs 1.2 to 1.5 kg in adult. 2 unequal lobes, sometimes 3 lobes also. It contains complex parenchymal cells, okay, which is essential for life. So it contains common duct, hepatic duct, gallbladder, cystic duct and common bile duct. These are the excretory apparatus of the liver, which include common hepatic duct, gallbladder, cystic duct and common bile duct. Okay, that is about liver explanation. So there are vast, liver is just like a factory, detoxifying synthetic and all. It is a factory. Okay, most of the biochemical reactions which takes place in the liver. So first one is the synthetic function. As you know, most of the plasma proteins, protein, albumin, globulins, all synthesized in the liver. Synthesis of cholesterol takes place in the liver. We call it as de novo synthesis from acetyl-CoA. Tg, lipoprotein synthesis, also takes place in the liver. So a lot of metabolic reactions, carbohydrate glycolysis, synthesis of glycogen. Glucose is stored as glycogen, animal storage in the liver. Okay, glucokinase or hexokinase enzyme which turns it back. So glycogen breakdown, gluconeogenesis, ketogenesis, protein catabolism means breakdown. TCA cycle means citric acid or tricarboxylic cycle, alternative pathway, oxidation of glucose for the production of ATP. This also takes place in the liver. Okay, one of the major function of the liver is the detoxification and excretion. We take lot of medicine, drugs or other things, chemicals sometimes from outside also, that is possibly detoxified into simpler compounds and excreted either in the urine, which mainly takes place in the liver. So internally, like ammonia is the end product of protein metabolism, which is toxic to the body, which is converted to less toxic urea, bilirubin, heme metabolism that you are going to see briefly. That is detoxification takes bilirubin to made conjugated water soluble bilirubin, then detoxification cholesterol, some drug metabolites. Even simple example of paracetamol is which is a load for a glucose. Okay, homeostasis of blood glucose regulation mainly takes place in the liver, because glucose is stored in the liver as glycogen. Whenever there is a need of glucose, glycogen is glycogenolysis, breakdown of glycogen gives glucose. So liver is responsible. Okay, homeostasis, that is the regulation of blood glucose, takes place in the liver only. Some of the storage function, mainly fat soluble vitamins are stored in the liver. vitamin A, D, K. Also, one of the water soluble vitamin cobalamin, that is B12, especially it is stored in the liver. Even production of the bile salt takes place in the liver, which necessary for fat digestion. Liver also act as fighting against the infection. Malicular cells or macrophages, okay, they fight against the infection. These are some of the functions of the liver. So let us see, as per the syllabus, we are mainly concentrate on jaundice. So to start the jaundice story, you should know from where bilirubin comes. So you know that what is the lifespan of erythrocyte RBCs, red blood cells, is about 120 days. At the end, what happens? They are broken down and degraded by macrophages, mainly in the spleen and liver. Okay. So hemoglobin, RBC or erythrocyte contains hemoglobin pigment. It is a conjugated protein. Example for transport protein, transport of oxygen by hemoglobin. You have studied hemoglobin. There are two parts, heme and globin. Globin is protein part, so that is reused for after degradation after 120 days. Hemoglobin from the erythrocyte. Heme is the what is heme actually? It is a compound protoporphyrin iron, so it contains iron. So that is iron part. Globulin part is used for amino acid synthesis. It is added to the protein pool. Okay, protein storage. It is a reutilized. The okay. That is, so heme in the hemoglobin, heme is first degraded in reticuloendothelial system of the liver, spleen and bone marrow to form biliverdin. Okay, it is a reaction, and then bilirubin, free bilirubin or unconjugated bilirubin. So what happens to RBC after 120 days or 126 days? Hemoglobin is hemoglobin is released, globulin is reutilized for protein synthesis or amino acid pool. Heme is converted to biliverdin, then bilirubin. Bilirubin is free bilirubin, that is unconjugated, okay, water insoluble. So this free bilirubin is always toxic. Remember, free bilirubin is toxic, which enters the blood where it is transported bound to albumin. You know that one of the main function of the albumin is transport function. So bilirubin enters the blood, it is transported bound to albumin, because free bilirubin is toxic. It is bound to albumin and transported to the liver. So in the liver takes up this bilirubin from the blood, where it makes unconjugated bilirubin to water soluble or conjugated bilirubin. Okay, bilirubin as it is synthesized as unconjugated or water insoluble, which is taken up by the liver through blood by transported through albumin. So in the liver, conjugation of bilirubin takes place. Okay, many toxic compounds they made it water soluble by the process of conjugation. Okay, that is the conjugation. So liver that is process is called conjugation. Okay, they make it less toxic or water soluble. So here conjugation mainly with the glucuronic acid. Okay, conjugation takes place. Conjugated it with the glucuronic acid. Bilirubin act with the glucuronic acid to form bilirubin diglucuronide. So this glucuronic acid actually it is derivative of glucose. Okay, it is a derivative of glucose, which is used for to make it the compound water soluble, mainly the bilirubin. Okay, so what is the meaning of conjugation of bilirubin? as bilirubin synthesized is unconjugated or water insoluble or free bilirubin which is toxic, which is made conjugated in the liver using glucuronic acid to form bilirubin diglucuronide or conjugated bilirubin. So, conjugated bilirubin, is it clear? No. Conjugated bilirubin being water soluble is readily excreted in the liver into biliary canaliculi. Conjugated bilirubin along with the bile which enters the intestine, where it acted upon normal flora intestinal bacteria and getting deconjugated, again it becomes deconjugated, it is separated from the glucuronic acid and is converted to urobilinogen, which is urobilinogen auto-oxidized in the presence of oxygen to form urobilin. So, what is the story of bilirubin? Heme. After 126 days RBC, hemoglobin, globulin is utilized for protein or amino acid synthesis, heme is converted to biliverdin, then bilirubin which is water insoluble, which is transported to through blood by bound with albumin. So, in the liver bilirubin get conjugated with glucuronic acid to form bilirubin diglucuronide mostly, which is conjugated or water soluble. So, conjugated bilirubin along with bile enters the intestine, where it is acted with the intestinal bacteria, deconjugated, converted to urobilinogen, which is auto-oxidized to urobilin. So, again here remember the part of the urobilinogen and urobilin absorbed from the intestine into blood and excreted in the urine rest in the feces, where it is called, in the feces it is called stercobilinogen and stercobilin oxidized form. Okay. In the urine it is urobilinogen, urobilin means oxidized form. In the stool it is called stercobilinogen or stercobilin. Okay. That is it. This is the mechanism. Hemoglobin, heme, there are enzymes in oxygenase, bilirubin. So, there what it shows, hemoglobin, globulin is added to protein fuel, heme is iron is added to iron fuel, which is converted to bilirubin, heme is converted to bilirubin. In the liver, conjugation process takes place. This is what heme oxygenase is the enzyme which convert heme to bilirubin. Biliverdin is converted to bilirubin, that is free bilirubin. So, in the liver conjugation takes place. So, you know that what is bilirubin now, okay, which is obtained from hemoglobin. From where hemoglobin comes? Red blood cells. After the lifespan, after finishing the lifespan of RBC, in normal process which is converted to heme part is converted to bilirubin. Now, our interest is what is jaundice. You heard this word. Jaundice is clinical condition with yellowish discoloration of sclera, conjunctiva, skin, nail bed and mucous membranes due to diffusion of bilirubin into tissue. You can see normal physiological jaundice patients with nails, mucous membrane, okay, all sclera becomes yellowish because of the diffusion of bilirubin into tissues. Actually, in Greek, icterus term for jaundice, jaundice occur when the bilirubin level is above 2 milligram. Actually, normal range is up to 1 milligram. Okay. If it is exceeds 2 milligram per deciliter, then it is called hyperbilirubinemia. Anything ends with IA is in the blood. So, jaundice, although not a disease, it is a symptom of underlying disorder. There is some problem in the conjugation or metabolism. So, above 2 milligram is termed as bilirubin, between 1 to 2 milligram termed as latent jaundice. So, there are different types of jaundice, mainly hemolytic jaundice which is also called prehepatic. What is the meaning of prehepatic? Before liver there is some problem. Next one is the hepatic jaundice, hepatocellular jaundice. Hepatic jaundice, actually there is some problem in the liver itself or liver cells, either death of the liver cells, necrosis, partially or completely. Third type of the jaundice is obstructive jaundice, also called post-hepatic jaundice. Actually, before and in the liver there is not much problem, but after that there is the flow of bile, there is some problem, that is expressed as obstructive jaundice, post-hepatic jaundice, which is also called as regurgitation jaundice. There is some block which comes back, that is regurgitation jaundice. So, hemolytic, hepatic and obstructive jaundice are the three types of jaundice. Okay. So, hemolytic jaundice, as the name indicate, there is jaundice because of hemolysis, mainly because of the hemolytic disorder. Mainly we can example is incompatible blood transfusion. So, there is antibody antigen, if blood is not compatible, matching, compatible means matching, there is a chance of lysis, antigen antibody reaction between donor serum, donor cells and patient serum. So, there is lysis of RBC, that is called incompatible blood transfusion. So, large amount of lysis means hemoglobin released, RBC destruction. So, liver is unable to conjugate such a large amount of hemoglobin, okay, bilirubin. Why? Because normal process 126 days, this RBC lysis, RBC lifespan over. So, this hemoglobin is released and it is heme is utilized for bilirubin synthesis, but this is excess because of additional lysis of RBC. So, mainly incompatible blood transfusion, malaria, mainly falciparum malaria, okay, sickle cell anemia, hereditary spherocytosis, there is a defect in the RBC membrane. So, there is more lysis of RBC, glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase, there is no comma in between. Glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase is the enzyme deficiency, where also RBC membrane defect is there. So, what are the in brief I am discussing biochemical changes. There is increased serum unconjugated bilirubin. Why? Because of large amount of RBC destruction, large amount of hemoglobin is released. So, liver is unable to conjugate, workload is more. So, unable to conjugate all the bilirubin to make water soluble. So, it remains unconjugated, most of them. So, there is increase in serum unconjugated bilirubin. Can you tell me what is unconjugated bilirubin? Is water insoluble bilirubin. Unconjugated is water insoluble bilirubin, free bilirubin. So, there is also increase in urobilinogen in urine and stercobilin in feces, absence of bilirubin in urine. Okay. We are not going to discuss this much. Okay. In hemolytic jaundice, there is increased excretion of urobilinogen and urobilin and stercobilin in feces. Urobilinogen, because of bilirubin overproduction, most bilirubin is excreted into the bile, which enters the intestine, producing urobilinogen and stercobilinogen in excess. Why absence of bilirubin in urine? When elevated in blood, unconjugated bilirubin is not excreted in the urine, as it is bound to albumin. Okay. So, it is not filtered in the kidney. However, conjugated bilirubin is water soluble and hence it is found dissolved in the blood and not bound to albumin. Therefore, conjugated bilirubin when elevated in the blood is excreted in the urine. So, there is less conjugated bilirubin here. So, absence of bilirubin in urine. That is about prehepatic. So, remember prehepatic, there is unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia. Okay. Next is the hepatic jaundice. This condition is associated with hemolytic, associated with the 3 types: viral infection, hepatotoxic drug, toxic hepatitis, and cirrhosis, chronic condition. So clinical manifestation. So it is mainly because of the damage of liver cells, maybe viral hepatitis, hepatitis C and all, intake of hepatotoxic drugs, toxic hepatitis, and cirrhosis, chronic alcoholism and other things, cancer, cirrhosis, death of the necrosis of the liver cells. Clinical manifestation: in addition to jaundice, patient pass dark colored urine due to excessive excretion of bilirubin. Okay, conjugation takes place 50-50 and pale color stool due to absence of stercobilin. Okay, especially in early stage. Okay, that you have to remember. So biochemical findings. There is both conjugated bilirubin and increase in both conjugated and unconjugated bilirubin. But in pre-hepatic jaundice, hemolytic jaundice, unconjugated bilirubin is more. But in hepatic jaundice, both conjugated and unconjugated bilirubin is more. So there is increase in serum transaminases. You studied in clinical enzymology. I told in the liver there are 3 enzymes mainly: AST, ALT, ALP. AST and ALT are aminotransferases. Okay, now that is the one. So there is increase in the liver transaminase group of enzymes. One is alanine transaminase and aspartate transaminase. Here remember, ALT is particularly alanine transaminase. Okay, is particularly for liver. In hepatitis, okay, there is normal is 5 to 40, 35 to 40. It increases 10 times, 100 times even. Okay, 2000 like that. OT also increase in the serum alkaline phosphatase. You can see excretion of bilirubin, that is conjugated bilirubin, and bile salts, absence of stercobilin in early stages. Okay. So why this increase in both conjugated and unconjugated bilirubin? Because of hepatocellular damage, liver function decreases. Okay, because of the hepatocellular damage, liver function decreases, resulting in decreased uptake of conjugation of bilirubin by liver, which may lead accumulation of increase in unconjugated bilirubin. Okay. So conjugation takes place, but rate is less. Inflammatory edema of hepatic cells that occurs in hepatitis especially, often which compresses intercellular ability, that is the intercellular biliary canaliculi, and this produces biliary obstruction. So there is biliary obstruction. It may be partially biliary obstruction. Okay, because of, in case of inflammatory edema is swelling of hepatic cells. So there is partially biliary obstruction. Okay, and partially there is conjugation. And because of partial biliary obstruction, which causes regurgitation of constituents of bile, which is back to blood. Regurgitation meaning is coming back to blood. Okay, so there is a biliary obstruction. So what are the contents which comes back to the blood? Therefore there will be increase in the conjugated bilirubin, bile salt, and alkaline phosphatase. Third one is the obstructive jaundice. Okay, third one is obstructive jaundice. We will see it later.